The year 2020 is one that will never be forgotten. This year will be remembered as one that has turned the lives of people across the globe into a living nightmare. The world remains gripped by fear, sadness, grief, and an overwhelming sense of helplessness. The virus that swept from continent to continent has robbed us of a sense of security. It took from us many of our cherished citizens. It left broken hearts and many empty chairs around our tables. It left loneliness, fear, change, and deep worry in thousands of hearts. However, it also made us a better people. It has shown us endless examples of people loving and caring for others. From those who were active on the front line to those who stayed at home to help prevent the spread of the virus. I wish to acknowledge today the Trojan work carried out by the outgoing Taoiseach Leo Varadkar, his Minister Simon Harris and his entire government, together with the National Public Health Emergency Team. We express our gratitude and appreciation for the excellent leadership provided and for the unflinching resolution to keep us as safe as possible. The people of Tipperary have given me the privilege of representing them in Dáil, Éireann for 33 consecutive years. Since 1987, I've seen many governments. I've seen the great triumph of the Good Friday Agreement, the terrible fall into austerity, the grim climb out of bankruptcy. I have observed political drama, party infighting, revolts, crises, nerve-jangling moments, indeed political despair. I have watched the ebb and flow and the changing fortunes of political parties. I thought that I had seen it all, but on April the 14th, with the announcement of an eventful new departure, agreement between Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael to form an equal partnership. We witnessed two of the greatest rival political parties putting their differences aside to find common working ground for the good of the country. Both parties deserve credit for that initiative. That agreement recognises a new reality, a new chapter, a new dawn. This political alliance should not come as a surprise to anyone. The shift in political opinion and the decline in support for the twin pillars of Irish politics, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, has been gradual and progressive. The loosening of the vice-like grip on support and fading loyalty has led to this marriage. The singular monopoly days are long over. Future glory days will have to be shared. Both parties have taken the correct option to embrace the will of the people and work together. Party supporters on both sides will worry if they have married into the wrong family. I believe that time will prove that they are an ideal match with common policies. The public's approach and attitude to politics has changed and evolved in recent years. It has developed to the extent that on election day, voters made a fragmented choice which nevertheless gave a variety of options in respect of the formation of a government. Through the ballot box, the people have advised this Dáil to choose a new partnership. This expectation has been particularly driven by young voters. Young people want to live in the present, not the past. Young people do not want to look back, they want to look to the future. Today is a time when history is just that, and we focus on the future. When the results from the three parties were announced last night, there were various reactions. Some were jubilant, some were disappointed, some were relieved, and many, like myself, were happy to see the members of Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil and the Green Party had acted in the national interest. This is the start of a big adventure for the Green Party. I hope that they have the temperament and the resilience to stay the distance. Together, these three parties have given the Irish people the strength and stability of a government at a critical time. It has seldom been needed more. We face a rocky road to recovery. Now there is consolation in knowing that decisions can and will be made. Legislation can and will be passed. and that some of the uncertainty of recent months can and will be put to rest. The road is hard, but we are strong. For my part, I share the interests of the people of rural Ireland. I share their passions, their pastimes, their traditions and way of life. As a member of this Dáil, I will work to ensure their unique values and principles will be protected. Since election day, I have consistently highlighted the need for a stable, strong government at a time of great peril for our economy and country. In line with that sentiment and my conversations with Micheál Martin, I have decided to make my contribution to stability by supporting the nomination of Micheál Martin for Taoiseach and also supporting the appointment of ministers to a new government. Micheál Martin has the credentials to be an excellent Taoiseach and leader of our country. I wish him well, and I know that he will lead in a spirit of consensus and collaboration. And in the words of your own fellow Corkman, Tom McSweeney, fair sailing.